Hello everybody, it is I, Scarlet Raptor, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Hammond Collection Velociraptor Blue. A sort of anticipated release, mostly by me. I'm not sure if anybody else was really that excited to get a Velociraptor Blue. And now you can get this look at her packaging. I'll be honest with you, I had a review planned for this. I actually recorded it the day I got this figure. And, well, let's just say some points in the video did not age very well. Like, they did not age well very quickly, and, I'll explain why later. I don't want to get ahead of myself. But, I had already opened the figure and all that, so if it looks like Blue's not trapped in her prison, that's why. I actually bought another Blue figure, and that's what you're seeing in the box. My first one is what we're going to be taking a look at, but I wanted you to get a good look at how Blue looks in the packaging, with all that details. So let's take a closer look here at what her packaging looks like. Right, so taking a closer look here, oh god, the light's reporting off my face. I hope you don't see my face. Here, oh god. Here's a closer look. Well, the packaging while it's not spinning. Here's Blue. They're doing this thing now with the Hammond collection figures where they're putting the figure, like a picture of the figure on the side here. Not really sure why, but it's kind of cool. You can see Blue in the packaging here. Of course, I already opened her, so there's no like plastic thing he's keeping her in. You can see the thing on the side. I really like, I honestly, I have to say this, I love like the industrial crate look of these like Hammond collection figures. I love it so much. It's so cool. God, it's like the coolest packaging out of the whole Jurassic World series. Like, I cannot get over it to this day. It's just so cool. But going to the back here, of course, you can see the different renderings of Blue and her eye, which they kind of had to, you know, glamorize. Velociraptor Blue, the largest and smartest of her pack. I didn't really know she was the largest. I mean, she looks the same size as all the other ones. Velociraptor Blue imprints on her trainer, Owen Grady, while her empathetic nature further sets her apart. Her intrepid instincts come out when she faces off against the Indominus Rex with the addition of more teeth. Wowie zowie! And you can see the other little guys you can get down here. We will be showing Owen in the Nicartosaurus. I'll save the Dinometrodon for another day. I have him, but I'd like to talk about him a little later. Yeah, here she is in her packaging. It's Velociraptor Blue, and again, great packaging. In Jurassic World, oh, it's just so good. Of course, the unboxing process is going to be a little easier here because, again, I already kind of took her out of her plastic prison, so we just basically, like, and just. Wow, oh my god, so easy, look at that. Now this is not the figure that we're actually going to be taking a look at today. I kind of have to keep her disassembled for now, but this is not the figure we're going to be taking a look at today specifically. Oh my god, look at those eyes. Oh. Hey guys, Scarlet Raptor from the future here. I kind of forgot to emphasize that this extra Blue that I bought was for a custom. I probably, again, should have mentioned that earlier, and I mention it a little bit later in the video, but I should probably make it a point that the reason I have two Blues is because I bought a second one to use for a custom. I don't know how, I do plan on making a video about this. I don't know how soon I'll be able to, but it's going to be a very interesting project. I'm going to save all the details for when the video comes out. So if you're wondering why in the world I have two Blues and I'm refusing to elaborate, it's because this second Blue that I bought is for a custom. That's why I have two. So, I just wanted to make that clear before we get any further into talking about the other figure that I bought. The first one that I bought, to be specific. The one you're looking at, obviously, on the screen is the duplicate that I bought. You get the point. Anyway, back to the video. There's this. Where's the actual figure here? This here was my actual first Velociraptor Blue, the one that I did a review on the first time, and Of course, you are not seeing that footage because I made a lot of talking points in that video that did not age well. Like it aged quicker than spoiled milk. Oh god, it aged like spoiled milk. It was so, god. I'll get into that in a little bit, but here she is. So you can get a look at that head sculpt here. It is so detailed. Still cannot get over this head sculpt. It is so good, and it really looks like they pulled Blue out of the film here. It is so good. Look at that head sculpt. Wow, gorgeous. Yes, and of course the jaw. There it is. It closes and opens like normal. Wow, nothing's wrong with the jaw, guys. It's normal. Yeah, apparently people were actually having problems with their Blue's jaw, like where it was like having a underbite. Mine does not have that problem, so. Or his chin was like sticking out. Both of my figures don't have this problem, so that's good, but. Anyway, here's the teeth. The teeth are very nicely sculpted. I know that a lot of people bitched about the teeth. They're not sharp enough, and it's like, oh, who gives a shit? They're still like, at least you can tell they're like sculpted out this time instead of just like the first Hammond collection raptor where it looks like he has butter teeth. Like, oh. But yeah, this head sculpt, oh my god, I cannot get over just how magnificent this head sculpt is. God, it's so detailed. People bitched about this head sculpt, and I have to wonder why, because it just looks so damn good. Oh, it's not good enough. Oh, we gotta get the fucking Marco Makes replacement head that actually looks kind of weirder than the final thing we got. Oh, man, it looks cool. I don't get what people's problem is. Like, why? Oh, are the details not sharp enough? Is that it? Because I don't know, man, for a tiny little, like, mass-manufactured figure, the sculpting details here are superb. Like, oh my god. I still cannot get over this to this day. But this kind of detail continues all throughout the body. You can see all these little scales and wrinkles and blue. And you can also notice the body here has a lot of improved proportions from the previous releases. Now, this is what makes it the anticipated release. Not the fact that it's Blue, but that it's a new raptor, literally a new raptor with a new body sculpt and everything. Now, if you're familiar with the whole fiasco with the original Hammond Collection Raptors, you'd know that they did not look this proportionate. They actually looked not that great. Well, they weren't terrible in my opinion, but the proportions were nowhere near as good as what we're seeing on this Blue, honestly. Like, the tiny feet alone make this thing look so much better. Literally, tiny feet would have just made those raptors better, but they made them have clown shoes, and we'll get to that later. But I also like the hands. The hands are sculpted so much better this time. They just look more accurate here. I like that. I like that they took the extra mile to give Blue an entirely new sculpt. It's great. It's great. Actual proportionate sculpt. You also might have noticed something that stands out a little bit on this figure's head, and it's the eyes. Now, you can kind of see on my figure, the eyes actually are not as soulless as they appear on a lot of other people's figures. You can kind of see the amber color. I guess that's the appropriate word. The amber color on this figure. It might be because I have better lighting this time. In my first video, I was recording it in my room and I had shitty lighting and it was not really showing the eye very well, but I moved into a different room and the lighting's a little better in here, but the camera is still not quite picking it up. I swear to you, what I'm seeing on the eye looks a lot different in person, because I can really see the pupil a lot more in real life. Like, you can kind of see it. It's not as soulless as it looked on some other people's videos. Like, this side specifically, you saw it, right? Like, that, you can see it there. Like, there's a pupil, and there's, like, the yellow color. Like, it could be that I have better lighting in here, but you can really see it on this one. It does look better in person. I don't know why the cameras don't capture this. Like, again, it looks a lot more impressive in hand than it does on camera, because for some reason the camera just does not want to capture, and it makes Blue kind of look a little scary. Now for the other raptor I showed, she did not get that lucky. In fact, I'll actually go ahead and bring her up here while she's in her plastic prison. Actually go ahead and get her out. I'm not going to get her out all the way, and that's because, reasons. I'm actually going to use this Blue for a custom project, so I didn't want to assemble her tail and all that yet, because I might paint the tail separate. But, you can see this Blue did not get the good eyes. She looks way more evil and soulless, like she's possessed and she's gonna eat your face. I think Mattel really needs to work on the consistency of the glass eyes, because this one, you can see they're kind of sunken in. Like, hold on, can you see this on camera? Okay, you can look here, they're not sticking out as far, and that's why I think she looks so friggin' soulless here. Like, God, like she's gonna eat my soul. Like, she ain't just gonna eat my face, she's gonna eat my whole soul along with it. Like, God. Thank God. Thank God your head's gonna be used for a custom Blue, because I will be painting those eyes and they will no longer look soulless. That's all I can say. Again, you can kind of see the pupil in real life, but this one definitely did not get the good eye. This one, my first figure, I guess I lucked out because the eyes are perfect. They're not sunken in. They stick out just enough. You kind of see the difference here. They stick out just enough where you can actually see the eye color and the pupil. Again, for some reason, it's making an ass of me. It's not showing on the camera, and you guys are like, what are you talking about? I don't see it. Well, screw you, I can see it in person. It's just for some godforsaken reason, the camera is allergic to it. But, yeah, it looks way better in real life. Like, I thought I was going to have to paint this thing's eye, and it hasn't come to that yet. There's like this, I like the subtle detail of these light gray stripes. I wish we saw these more on the rest of the body. You can see them on the arms, the thigh, and the sides here. And then there's like the tail, which is longer actually than the other raptors. I put this up against the other raptors. This is a longer tail, which is a nice touch. I really like this. And it is bendy wire, just like the others. What I noticed is wrong with this raptor, however, is the stripe on the thigh. Now, I don't know what they were thinking here, but the stripe on the thigh, it's like, they put it there and it just cuts off when you move the leg. That is like my biggest critique of this figure, aside from the glass eyes, is that stripe. I don't know what they were thinking, because they've done it flawlessly on the other Blue figures. They've done it so flawlessly. And yet for some reason on this one they're like, huh, what are we gonna do for the stripe? I know, let's put it on the thigh. Like, no, I think you guys are a little confused. The stripe doesn't go on the thigh, it goes on over the thigh. I don't, it like goes like up here. Like, they never had this problem with Blue before. I'm not really sure why it is now. I don't know why they messed that up. Like, they got Blue, oh God, I dropped her. They got Blue so right up until now, and they're just like, oh, let's just put it there. Like, no, what happened? Mattel, why? That's like my biggest glaring critique, honestly. I don't know why they did that. Of course, a certain someone who is British and his name starts with the letter M would make a big stink about this and be like, my premium figure, oh, I'm paying so much of a premium price. It's not the end of the world. I mean, it is kind of a, this is just kind of a really weird and dumb thing for Mattel to do, but like, I mean, it doesn't kill the figure for me. I mean, it is a stupid thing, it's a stupid choice. I'm not sure why they did it, but I'm too distracted by how good the rest of the overall figure is. Again, I don't like how they did the stripe, but other than that, this figure looks so good. I find it hard to like, oh, I hit the camera. I find it so hard to like knock it for that, because it looks so good. Again, I'm loving that they actually listened and gave the smaller feet. I will admit that's the one thing I never liked about these raptors, was the humongous damn feet. Like, there's no reason for the feet to be that freaking huge. And they proved that the raptor can actually stand on smaller feet. Wow, wowza. Wow. Oh god, she's blurred again. This camera just picks and chooses what it wants to show in clarity. But yeah, I cannot get over that head sculpt, guys. Of course, fans, for some reason, have a bone to pick with it. I mean, aside from the glass eye, which, yeah, it is hit or miss. I hope Mattel fixes it. People beef with it and are like, oh, it's not movie accurate enough. Wah! And I'm like, motherfucker, are we looking at the same thing? Are we looking at the same figure? Because, like, if any of y'all have watched Mattel's Beyond the Gates video about this figure, they go on to mention that they actually got the ILM models for these figures, for Velociraptor Blue, and I think even the Giga and Theory, which is why they look so accurate. Like, this looks straight up like they pulled it out of the movie, and hearing that they used the ILM model, yeah, I can see that. I don't know how the hell you could get any more movie accurate than that, like pulling straight up ILM's model, but apparently to a lot of whiny fans out there, that is not enough. You pull the movie model from the films, and they still whine and are like, "Wah, it's not premium accurate enough," and it's like, oh, shut up. Y'all don't know what the hell you want. I cannot get over, by the way, how good the teeth look here. Now, do you guys remember, this probably is a good time to mention, do you guys remember when I said earlier in the video, I made a point that kind of aged really badly? Well, in my original video, I went on a tangent about how, like, it was annoying that the fans were complaining about the teeth, and I made it a point to mention how injection molding worked with mass-manufactured stuff and how that kind of detail gets lost and things don't appear as sharp. For the rest of the details of the sculpt, that does apply, but for the teeth, apparently, Mattel proved me wrong in regards to the teeth, because literally, like, about a week or so after, about 2 weeks-ish maybe, after Blue came out, they revealed Delta, and she had, like, super sharp teeth, and I'm like, oh great, thanks Mattel, y'all just made me look like a clown. Now I have to re-record this whole video, because I went on a tangent about this. So yeah, apparently they can make the teeth sharper. I guess we have yet to see how it's going to look in hand, but they somehow managed to make the teeth look sharper. They did it on the Pyroraptor too. They didn't officially announce the Pyroraptor, the images have leaked of it, but yeah, they made me look like a clown, and I was like, well, I'm not uploading that because then I'm gonna look stupid, so I have to re-record this whole thing. So, I still think the teeth on this figure look fine, though. I don't really get what people's beef with it is. And again, it's better than the abominations we got on the first JP Raptor, the brown one. I mean, at least you can tell these are teeth. They're actually intricately sculpted. Oh, they're not so sharp they'll make my fingers bleed, but whatever. They're good enough. We'll see how good they turn out on Delta. I'm very excited to see how Delta turns out. But yeah. I think I have made my point clear. We all know the articulation on this thing. It has the same articulation as the other Raptors. You can move the head and neck around every which way. Do I really need to go over the articulation? Like, a lot of the legs move. You kind of see me fidget with it throughout this video. Like, here's the joint here that goes all around. I actually had to put some joint tightener on this one's leg because it was a little loose. Feet articulate. I'm trying not to get it too far from the default pose because, you know, I have to get her to stand. But yeah, you know the song and dance by now. You know, there's the joint. You can see it. Come on, I shouldn't have to tell you guys this, but here she is. She's trying to T-pose, but it's looking more like a Y pose. She looks like she's starting to do the Y pose from the YMCA dance. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. I am a grown adult. Also, you might be wondering why I'm not talking about the Hammond Collection Giga and Theory, because this is technically, like, when they're supposed to be out. Like, you know, June 1st is when they, or June 2nd is when they released. Real quick, I'm going to go into that at the end of the video, because I don't want to go into this now, because this is still technically supposed to be a Blue review, so, yeah, we're going to get some comparisons in here, though. We're going we're gonna go with some comparisons. We're gonna start with, I cannot talk, I'm sorry guys. We're gonna start here with the first Hammond Collection Raptor. Get ready, guys. He's coming. Alright, we'll start with that one. Let me see if I can get zoomed in here. You can definitely see the difference right away. Like, look at the proportions of the body. Like, this one's got hips that stick out. You can kind of see it, you know, on the leg. This one has ones that blend in more naturally. The feet are fucking humongous on this one here, and they're not on this one. I think what's funny about this one is that it uses Blue's head sculpt from the Amber collection. But the Hammond collection one does it better. It's kind of funny how that works. Like, you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. And also you can see the glorious butter teeth that I'm telling you about. I call them butter teeth. They look like butter. Like, they did not even sculpt the teeth as well. Like, on the top jaw kind of, but it's like they're so blocky. And like on the bottom jaw, it's like, it looks like he straight up just has like sticks of butter for dentures. Of course, compared to the oh-so-superior Blue, who has the actual, like, sculpted teeth. Yeah, you definitely notice a big difference here. It's amazing how much of a difference it makes when you actually use the source materials model. Like, goddamn. And of course, you can see the clown feet. This is the one thing I did not like about this Raptor. Like, aside from this one having a bad head sculpt, the feet are just freaking humongous. Like, come on. Clown feet. I'm definitely gonna have to replace its feet. More on that later, but... yeah, and the hands are like, they have this weird webbing in between them. I don't know what the deal is with that. But... so much of an improvement. Again, I think I actually like... the body on the rest of this is okay. It's not the ugliest thing. It's just change those damn feet. And like this one's head sculpt specifically. This one has the worst head sculpt of all of them. I mean, it's okay for what you're paying. Like, you pay $12 for this and it's like not that bad. But after getting blessed by this glorious Blue figure, it's like, this just doesn't look as good anymore. This just doesn't even look good. Like, come on. And the clown feet, come on. Like, I can't look at this the same way again after that glorious normal-sized feet. It's not hitting the same. And here's a comparison with the JP3 male Raptor, a figure that I think is honestly overhated, at least in terms of the head sculpt. Like, yeah, the body has the same flaws as the JP1 Raptor did, but the head, alright, I'm gonna piss off a lot of people. Unpopular opinion time. Unpopular opinion alert. I like this head sculpt. No, hold on. Before you come guns a-blazing, ready to tell me that this sculpt is so shitty because it's inaccurate or whatever. I like it. For one, the teeth are again actually sculpted just like with Blue. Not like, you know, over here. They're actually sculpted. But it is accurate. I don't get what people's beef is with it being inaccurate. It's really not that inaccurate. I don't get it. Because, I mean, it has all the features. It has, like, the thinner head shape. The little crest right here. The quills. I mean, the quills I would prefer to be more finely sculpted, but I can understand why. I think they should have taken this part off. I get this is like a reused like Amber collection sculpt, but they should have taken these ones off right here, because the only reason these were supposed to be here was because of the jaw articulation. But I mean, aside from that, it's not that bad. I don't get what people's beef is. I guess it's the paint. I think if this thing was like maybe slightly better painted, it wouldn't be as bad, because I'm of the belief that with some of these, better paint could make them just look better. Some people, I guess, would not agree. They're like, yeah, I want my super ultra movie accurate sculpt, and it's like, I don't get it. I really, it's fine. It's not that bad. I'm gonna get a lot of people getting angry at me in the comments over this, I'm sure, but like, this isn't that bad, and it is accurate. It looks like the JP3 Raptor. I don't get what's inaccurate about it. Oh, the jaw is off by like a centimeter. Oh, wait, who cares? It's a fucking $14 action figure. If you're expecting like super hyper accurate details from this, like, I don't know what to tell you. I know I was praising the blue for using the movie model, but I think this one's a different ballpark in of itself, because, like, I don't even know if they would still have the model for this one over here. But again, even with the actual film's model, people still have beef with this head sculpt that I have to scratch my head and wonder why, but both of these head sculpts, I think the blue is, you're honestly, again, this one could be a little better. Mostly the quills. I think the quills are the beef with the head sculpt for me. But I need to stop rambling. I really need to stop rambling about this figure. It just pisses me off that people were getting so mad about this one's head sculpt. The body does have, again, the sins of the previous Raptor. My only wish is that they gave it the smaller feet. Again, these older Raptors wouldn't have been so bad if they just get rid of the stupid clown feet. I don't know why they did it for so long without changing it. I really don't understand why. But here you go again. Here's a side-by-side of these two together. I think, funnily enough, these two are actually very close in color. You could, in theory, actually get another one of these blues and put her feet on this one. I think I've seen somebody do that before, and it's an interesting idea. But enough rambling. Let's get the last Raptor of the bunch, and it's the female version of the JP3 Raptor. I should also probably demonstrate for you the tail length. It is longer. I'm holding them up to here side by side. You can see blues. Like, it is hard to straighten these out properly while I'm recording, but you can see, like, there is an actual noticeable difference here in the length of the tails, and I really do like that. I like that Mattel took that extra mile. I guess it was to help balance blue because of the smaller feet, but it does add that much-needed realism. And then here's the JP3 female Raptor. Now, another unpopular opinion. People are going to get so mad at me. This figure is also good. Again, the stupid feet really detract from it, but, like, this Raptor has the best paint. This is definitely the stronger release of the Hammond collection, like the original Raptors, because this, like, paint job is, like, really, really good. This is the most well-painted Raptor of the line. Like, and again, I don't have any problems with the head sculpt. I know a lot of people are gonna piss and cry and be like, no, Standard Raptor, you're wrong. Oh, Marco is God, and he said the head sculpt is inaccurate. He's my lord. Shut up. I don't care what some random angry British man thinks. I like this head sculpt. He can cry about it all he wants, but his opinion is not fact. I like this. I just wish the jaw would close all the way, but I don't think it's that bad. I mean, the paint, like, again, this thing is so well painted. I'm surprised at how well it's painted. Again, this is almost turning like a review of all the Raptors, but this is mostly for comparison's sake. Again, it has all the sins of the previous figure, so I can't talk about the body sculpt, but the paint is really good on this one. This is like the most well-painted Raptor of the lineup, and it has the same head sculpt as the male Raptor, but with no quills. And here she is right next to Blue. We get the song and dance. We get it. I don't think I need to even elaborate here. I don't think I need to. Here's a comparison with, oh god, I can't even fit them on the screen. The Hammond Collection Carnotaurus. Over here. This is definitely one of my favorite releases that they've put out, and the camera has, of course, blurred because I had to zoom out to even show this big guy on the screen. But yeah, I left it. He is kind of in a pose right now. This is how he was on my shelf. I don't want to have to pose him this way again. So here he is in his pose. Isn't he so cute? Pretty big guy. He's pretty medium size. I love that they made the medium size figures, but I think I'll do another video where I talk more in depth about the older releases because it's going to take up too much time in this video. That would absolutely not be necessary. And finally, here she is with Owen Grady himself. And I also have the little camera tracking piece that came with her. I don't know why. I've noticed with Delta, they haven't included another one of these, and it's actually very disappointing that they haven't. But I'm going to go ahead and put this on blue. If I remember correctly, oh god, I don't remember which side of the head this went on. I think it was this side. Oh god, I can't remember. I'm trying to remember, like in the movie where he grabbed to take her camera off. I'm trying to remember. I think I'm trying to put it on here. Whatever which way it'll go. Because I can't remember. I think it was like this, because I remember in the movie he had to reach on this side of Blue's head to get the camera off. I hope I did that right. But here she is with her little camera piece on, like in the Jurassic World movie where they strap the headset cameras on their head. Again, I really hope I did this right. I don't know which way this is supposed to go on, I forget. But here she is with the camera on her head, and Owen in here with his like full hand pose. We all know him for the hand pose, and he's like, "Stand down, Blue!" And she's like, "Stand down, girl! Oh no, stop it!" And then, oh god, possessed Blue with no tail comes into view. Oh my god, you duplicated! Oh my god, your clone is possessed! I'm a mature adult. I'm gonna put you over here. Alright, anyway, here they are. Here's Owen. This is, again, how he looks on my shelf. I just kind of wanted to keep him in this pose. But, you know, it is fitting for this review. He's doing his little, like, hand pose thing everybody knows him for. Like, stand down, Blue. No, bad girl. Bad girl. No! Oh god. Okay. I think that's about it for the comparisons. Owen here, by the way, is like this is like the only Owen Grady figure that's actually worth owning. No pun intended. This is the only one that's worth having because it's like, you know, all the articulation and stuff, and it's great. You can also actually do the hand pose. So many Owens. But yeah, I think this about sums up my thoughts on Blue. I don't really know if I want to go on longer with this like I did with my first review. Again, that you guys will probably never see because it was the very much outdated version. It became outdated so damn quickly. Thanks, Delta. I also went on a whole monologue about, you know, I think you might have heard my not so subtle jabs that Marco makes, and I went on a whole tangent about him, and I was like, I decided I'm not going to do that in this video. Maybe another video. Maybe. When I'm like reviewing, I might review the older figures. Like, you know, just to give you my thoughts on all of them just for funsies. But that's, I think, would be more appropriate for like kind of critiquing, for lack of a better word, Marco makes it and his behavior. He's just, I'm sorry, he can be a bit much sometimes. It's not even just him, honestly. I feel kind of bad calling him out by name. It's not even just him, it's just like the rest of the fan base is very annoying. I know I'm already gonna get people in the comments being like, "How dare you insult Marco?" And it's like, I don't have anything against him as a person. I don't know, maybe he's a decent person to hang out with IRL. It's just when it comes to his Jurassic stuff, it's a little annoying. But this is not the video to be talking about that. We're talking about Blue. We're not talking about some guy. We're talking about Blue. So I think we're going to start wrapping this up here. Let's get another 360 of Blue. And here's a final 360 of Owen and Blue. I did not bother changing Owen's pose. It's just so funny having him just stay in that pose the entire time. It's his default thing to do, the hand pose. So, of course, Blue's eyes are not looking very flattering from this angle. I swear, guys, I promise you, I can see them as yellow in the lighting. It just does not look as well here for some reason. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good way to wrap it up. In terms of the Hammond Collection Giga and Theory, I know those are the hot topics right now. I know it's kind of silly for me to be talking about Blue when the Theory and Giga are out, but A, it's not even on Target's website and it's sold out everywhere. And B, even if I was able to get the pre-orders, I have adult responsibilities, like paying my rent. And rent was due when the pre-orders were supposed to ship, and I was like, well, I can't do that. It didn't really matter anyway, because I missed the Theories pre-order, and I did actually have a Giga pre-order, but I canceled it. So I would have only been able to review the Giga, even if I did have the extra cash to talk about it, but I'm sure by the time I'm able to do a review, it's probably going to be like early July, because I've got some vacation stuff I'm going to be doing this month. It's nice to finally do a review video and actually feel like a proper review video, not just me sitting on my floor at my old house talking about figures. If you know, you know. I have some of my old toy reviews still up, but I kind of stopped posting as many of them because I wanted to start talking about new stuff when I had a better recording setup, and now I kind of do. So anyway, yeah, here's Blue and Owen just like kind of spinning on the table. I finally have a proper turntable. I feel so cool, guys. I feel so cool. I'm like a real reviewer now. I got a little turntable. I really am flexing this stupid turntable and the proper lighting setup, but yeah, here they are. Blue is wonderful. It's a spectacular addition to the Hammond collection, and I'm very eager to review Delta when she comes out, and also the Pyroraptor. Oh, I'm so excited for the Pyroraptor. The Pyroraptor is like the new channel mascot, and so I will definitely be picking up at least more than one. I'll probably pick up another one so I can repaint it to look like my mascot character. Really, really excited for that one. I'm gonna like record such a video on that one. But if you guys want to see more of this, I will probably be talking about the Giga and the Theory when they come out. I absolutely will, because that Giga, oh my god, it looks so gorgeous, and so does the Theory. I'm very excited to talk about them. I might actually also start talking about normal toys as well, and not just the Hammond ones. I know the Chaos Theory stuff's supposed to be out, so who knows, maybe I can get some Chaos Theory. Okay, for some reason my phone stopped recording. It said I was running low on storage space, so I should probably make this pretty quick. Anyway, like I was saying, I could probably get some Chaos Theory stuff going with the new toys, but, I don't know, we'll see. I guess it depends on if you guys like this content or not. But anyway, I will definitely be talking about the older Hammond collection releases at some point. That's something I would like to do. Like, do like a whole thing where I talk about the older figures, because I have a lot to say, as you could tell in this Blue video. But, anyway, that's gonna do it for me today. I don't want to talk much longer about Blue than I have to. I'm going to save any other thoughts about the Hammond collection for when I talk about the other figures. Hopefully I get to review the Hammond collection, Giga and Theory soon, and I'm so excited for Delta and the Pyroraptor and whatever else the line has for us. This will probably do it for this one. Thank you all for watching, and take care. I'll see you next time in the park.